let's get right into it with
Resident Evil.
Yeah, with Resident Evil. So we both played the game. We both have a different take on it. You go first.
Okay.
What do you think?
From the start, keeping it spoiler free, we're just talking about the game.
Yeah.
Because you haven't finished it.
Initial impressions, basically.
And, I don't want to ruin it. I liked it a lot. So I love Resident Evil. The thing that a lot of people don't realize about Resident Evil is that they're what people have coined as Metroidvania. That's Resident Evil. Backtracking and thinking something's going nowhere and then getting something and being like, now I can open this door that I saw 30 hours ago. Okay, no Resident Evil's that long. But it's like...
It's about 12 hours.
Yeah. So, like, I think I beat it.
10.
I beat it in, like, 10, yeah. There's an achievement to beat it in 4.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's a puzzle game. It's a lot like Portal and stuff like that. Once you know what to do, you can get through it a lot faster, you know? So, there's a puzzle right at the beginning, and it's like you have to collect 3 of this thing, right? And so you collect 2, and it's pretty fast. And then you end up going down this, like, huge, like, tangent for, like, an hour. And you end up, like, fighting this boss, basically, and then all of a sudden, like, you get the 3rd item, and you're like, what is this for again? You're like, oh, or you get a key that has symbols of doors you've seen.
Yeah.
And you're like, now I can go through all those doors. Like, specifically, I remember there's a room I was in. I've exhausted everything in this, like, room. And then all of a sudden I figured out, like, there was a door that I could go through, and I didn't know how to get through it. And once I did, I was like, now there's, like, so much more to explore. And it's just one extra room. So to me, it feels like Resident Evil. The first person is, it is what it is. I think it's fine. The graphics are whatever. But it feels like Resident Evil to me.
Yeah. So I played for about 3 hours. You can check out the stream basically and watch my full experience playing the game. I played in VR. I played with a PS4, just a PS4, with PSVR. Because I really wanted like a really good scary game that I could play in VR. And I was super excited. And I was not... It got me a few times, but I did not find it that scary. And I was hoping for like... an Outlast or an Amnesia.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. And it's, Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing. Yeah.
It's not... Well, that's jump scares, right? It's purposely designed that way.
Yeah.
And there are moments like that. Now, I've seen further in the game because we streamed it today, and I look at the TV, I'm like, oh, I didn't want to see that because I'm going to continue playing.
But you saw something freaky.
I saw freaky stuff, and I'm like, maybe I need to keep going. But the first 3 hours... So I got to the part where you're hide from a woman. I mean, I think that's pretty vague enough where people who've played it will know what I'm talking about, and you're past the car part.
Yeah.
So, I'm just not scared. I'm frustrated. Like, I know how to solve the puzzles, but I'm just like, all right, am I hiding in the right spot? All right, there she goes. Just go. Like, get out of the way.
It is a little rough sometimes when you're like, when someone's stalking you.
Yeah.
And you're just like...
I know how to solve this puzzle. Just go away so I can do it.
Well, and that's my, like, weird thing with the game is, like, it's, like, half the people are playing. So, like, I saw your stream and, like, you prefaced it that you're, like, I'm a coward, basically, right? And then, like, one of our friends at work, his name's Mitch, was like, yeah, I want to get, like, a face cam. That way, like, people could see me be scared. And I'm like, I think people are leaning too much on, that like being scared factor because
that's how they've marketed it as a really scary game, and it's just not that.
Well, and I also think people are using this to fill that PT sized hole in their heart because people loved PT so much.
It's in a house and
it's similar. I think being scared 24/7 would kind of ruin the game because there is a lot of times where you get something and you're like, now I want to go see these rooms, and if you're having to like look around every corner, I would get tired of that.
Too slow.
Yeah, it would be too slow to me. But it's like, complaining about a game's pacing is such like an easy like criticism of a game. I don't know what's wrong with this game. The pacing's bad. You know, it means you don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, but I think I could definitively say that I believe that if the game was meant to be a PT style, you couldn't run. It was walking, scared. That would screw up the pacing of Resident Evil. The whole point, I think, is there are moments because there's again, no spoilers, but it's like there is a moment where like this action happens, and the next thing you know, you're like going through this like creepy area, and it gets dark. It gets like where you got just your flashlight out. Like it gets very.
That sounds great.
Yeah, no, and it's great, and it's super scary. It's
the last Resident Evil I played a ton of was Resident Evil 4, and I can distinctly remember feeling creeped out the entire time because like you think these are normal people, but they're not. There's something not right.
The no
about
cookie
them.
people. No cookie.
And I love that sort of like uneasiness with people, and then sometimes you encounter people that are like, "What are you buying?" And they're like, "All right, you're weird. You're weird. That's making me feel uneasy, but I can interact with you. I guess you're safe. So you're always kept off on edge. And then every once in a while you're like on a boat and you're just like, okay, well it's normal people, nothing weird's gonna happen. Then a freaking sea monster attacks you, and you're like, okay, this is so different. And I like Resident Evil 4 a lot.
Most people do.
Yeah, and the chainsaw guy with the bag on his head, he's really weird. And then the game gets weirder as you progress. But
I mean, like, does that stuff scare you? Like, do you have a scare cam on your face? Like,
one of my distinct memories from 4 was the first time after the boat scene. It's nighttime and you encounter those people again. You know they're bad, right? And you're like, all right, I've got this down. I know what I'm doing. And then the game throws something else at you. You get a headshot and tentacle arms burst out of it. And I remember literally going, oh shit, like I don't know what to do, and like freaking out and everything. And so far, in Resident Evil 7, where I'm going with this, I don't have any of those surprise moments. I'm not surprised in a boat scene. It's just kind of like, oh, the dad's here. Come on out. All right, I got to get the key in that room. Okay, that's out of the way. All right, now hit me in the back a few times while I try and run by you. And then
you haven't gotten
to the goods.
I don't think you've gotten to the good stuff yet.
All right.
And one of them I'll tell you is like what you saw on the TV today at work and stuff like that.
I saw that stuff and I'm like, that looks super foreign and weird. I love that.
My recommendation.
But I've put in like 2 to 3 hours already.
Yeah.
And I'm bummed that it's because right now, literally, I'm running because I'm just like, please, anything happen. I'm bored.
Sure.
I have all the stuff in this room. I've explored
this game has like toned down the enemy count for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it has. But at the same time,
maybe it's just because I know gaming and I'm like, okay, I know.
Like Resident Evil 2
teaching me still
doesn't have enemies every room. There's stuff like it's more Resident Evil than people. Like I said, like I think 4 is a little overrated, but that's the game most people have played is 4. For Resident Evil fans like me, like my favorite Resident Evil is Code Veronica. I love 1, the remake. I love 2, Nemesis. I think if you were more of a fan of those games, Resident Evil 7 would make sense to you.
Yeah.
I think 4 is not a clear representation of what they're going for in 7.
I think I need to ditch VR immediately.
So what I was going to say is like people on PC and Xbox One, 100% of those people are playing it non-VR.
Yeah.
95% of the people playing it on PS4 are playing it just regular.
Yeah.
That is so I don't really like PSVR, but regardless, I don't think that's the way to play.
Yeah, because the other problem with the PSVR experience is I'm playing on a regular PS4 and the graphics are dumbed down actually in the headset, and it really and also you do stuff and it actually fades to black, and then the cutscene starts, and I'm just like, you just took me totally out of the experience. Yeah. It's like dip to black. Okay, a monster's gonna attack me. Yep, the monster attacks me. Okay, I have control again. I can do whatever. And I'm just like, why does that happen when you don't play in VR?
I can't remember specifically
because like portions. It just totally snaps you out. It's like you're playing a video game. All right, here's the video game again. All right, dip to black. All right, you're in control again. I'm just like, you're really taking me out of this experience.
I think as far as VR goes, the only VR experiences like we've been playing and we do how scary is at work and stuff like that is these like
jump scares.
You put on this headset. And it's 10 minutes of gameplay. You're scared the entire time. You know, I was in the Outlast 2 video, or what's another one?
Outlast 2 wasn't VR, but Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity is really scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Paranormal Activity was like one of the first ones I did.
Yeah, it's super.
And
creepy.
Like it's super scary, but it's like that's what it's for.
Yeah.
It's 5-10 minutes of here real quick. Here you're scary. here you're scared. Where it's like with Resident Evil, I think that's what people are expecting. I think people are expecting to put on this headset and it's like time to be scared. And it's like, no, most of the time you're just solving puzzles.
Yeah.
You're running around the thing and you're like, then why am I even wearing this freaking Daft Punk looking helmet?
Yeah.
Like, why am I even doing this? I'm supposed to be getting scared.
Yeah.
Play it like a normal game. I think you'll enjoy it way more.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to do that. I kind of wish I knew that going in. So hopefully you guys are able to experience it. Let us know what you think about Resident Evil. Now, I don't want it to sound like that I don't like it. I just need to change my perception of what it is, because it is not a jump scare. It's not a Dead Space. It's not a Amnesia. It's not a
Think of it
Outlast,
more like a game called...
But that's how they've been marketing it.
Yeah, there's a game. It was a first-person shooter. It's called Fear.
Yeah.
Have you ever played it?
Yeah.
So Fear is this first-person shooter where you're going through, you're killing enemies. Then you go through a hall, the door locks behind you, the lights go out, starts flickering. That's Resident Evil 7 to me. Resident Evil 7 and Fear are like, and Fear is great. You know, like, I love Fear. So
I'm excited to continue and give it more of a chance and see
I can't wait
if it really hooks me.
to hear your thoughts.
Definitely.
Resident Evil.